What's up, guys? Welcome back to Weekly Weird News.
Woo! So we report on porn stories on this show almost as often as I make fun of blind people on this
come on, stop doing
who,
it.
through no fault of their own, cannot see. I understand that.
Unless they were doing something stupid and it splashed their eyes and blind them.
So despite pornography and blindness being two of the hottest topics on Weekly Weird News, I'll admit it, I never stop to think, hey, wait a second, how do the blind watch porn? I mean, do they just listen to the moans and the skin slapping and the gurgling and the squirting and the queefing and just imagine to the best of their ability what exactly is going on? Yeah. And how do they even find the porn sites? They can't see the computer.
They have their assistant do it.
And I mean, how do they find anything? How do they find their dick?
Oh yeah, no, it's right here.
They can't see it though.
They all have assistants.
That you pick it up from here. I'm gonna offend too many people.
All right, I'll pick it up. Yes, as people who can see, it's very easy to take for granted all the things you can experience that the visually impaired cannot. And watching porn is one of those things. Well, as is so often the case, the heroes and innovators at Pornhub have once again come to the rescue, introducing a new feature that makes their site more inclusive for the visually impaired. It's a new category called Described Video that they launched last week, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Porn videos with an extra audio track of a narrator describing what's visually happening in the scene.
So Pornhub Vice President Corey Price said in a statement, "At Pornhub, it's our goal to service all of our users' needs, which begins with making content accessible to every individual. By integrating an audio focus series, we can now ensure that we supply content specifically for those who are visually impaired." And this is a pretty cool thing they're doing, I'll admit it. And they appear to be the first in the porn world to do anything like it.
They've had Braille Playboys though.
Really?
Cause you read Playboy for the article.
That was a joke in Robin Hood Men in Tights, but I didn't know that was
No,
a
they
real
really
thing.
make them. They do.
Well, anyways, Descriptive video has actually been around since the late 80s when public television stations in the US introduced the idea, though it has never really gained wide adoption outside of public television since most US networks choose to use their secondary audio channel to provide a Spanish audio track. So,
the wall just got 10 feet taller.
If you're blind and you wish there was more descriptive audio on television, vote for Trump this November.
Yeah.
He'll build a wall around that secondary audio track and make sure it's all for the blind people.
Getting taller every day. Anyways, things are actually improving with the mainstream adoption of descriptive video. This is all thanks to Netflix last year deciding to include it in all of their original content, starting, of course, with Daredevil, who himself is blind. So since then, most major TV networks have been shamed into doing more of it, so you again have the disruptive power of the internet to thank for all this new media picking it up. But let's get back to Pornhub.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So to underline the inclusiveness of this new feature, they're starting with 50 described videos that run the gamut from straight to gay to bi to transsexual, and they even include some classics like Tila Tequila's lesbian sex tape, and she's crazy, so maybe watch that one again. Kendra Wilkinson's sex tape is also on there, and also Teen Mom Farrah Abraham's sex tape. That was actually just a porn, and she got it in the butt, right?
Oh, it's a sex tape. Where'd all these cameras and lights come from?
Also, the Kim Kardashian sex tape is there, which arguably is also a setup.
It's also just a terrible porn.
Okay, Ray J is now fucking her from behind.
Can I just leave my bra on? I don't really want people to see my tits.
Anyway, so Farrah Abraham, Teen Mom, is now, James Dean is entering her anus.
So obviously we can't show you any of these things on a family-friendly show like Weekly Weird News.
Yeah, TV rated 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know you're watching, Grandma, and we wouldn't want to poison the ears of your children.
Also, there was very little kids that met us at Indie PopCon this weekend.
Oh,
we were like,
Jesus.
oh, we are so sorry for everything. Like 8 years old asking us to sign their Shrek videotape.
Yeah.
If you're watching, it was great that you came, but
we're sorry.
Maybe earmuffs for a while.
Anyway, we can, thanks to our weird standards as a culture, read off some of the descriptive audio so that you get the idea of what this is. So here's some lines from the Kim K sex tape.
And if you're blind, you're gonna love this. The video opens on a medium distance view of Kim K and Ray J kissing on a large bed. Kim is wearing a white bathrobe, and Ray has on a white tank top and shorts. He gets up off the bed to lean forward right into the camera and gives the viewer a motivational speech of sorts. It cuts, and now we get a shot from above Ray's cock in Kim's face.
Fast forward a little bit. And now Kim is on her belly, although you can only see her face, which is turned to the left. She's begging him, and we can't see yet whether he's fucking her or not. The camera pulls back to reveal she's actually leaning forward on all fours while he fucks her doggy style. The camera focuses on her ass as he thrusts his pelvis against her butt. Then, he penetrates her again, and he tells her he's going to come on her face.
Do they have to describe that part? The audio's there.
Yeah, well, I think it's like the description sometimes steps over the lines of dialogue, so they have to, you know, they gotta rearrange it a little bit.
Anyways, here's some lines from a video titled "Type Babe Leela Starr wraps her lips around a big cock."
Woo!
Yeah.
The video starts with a pudgy, middle-aged white guy in a blue shirt, and a tanned young brunette enters the room.
Oh, I can see it now.
When he tells her that he can't work his tanning bed, she bends over and her ass points right up at him. As she works with a wire around the bed, she fixes it. It comes on, and when she turns from her squatting position, she's directly facing the bulge in his white shorts. She reacts well, giggles with a friendly smile on her face. He looks down helplessly, but she reassures him anyway. She advises him to take off his shorts, and he's not wearing any underwear, so she is immediately facing his erect cock. You can visualize it.
Yeah.
There it is.
And I like that they imply the consent. Although he seemed weirded out by it, I think, more than her.
Well, it's not like this would ever happen in real life. In the porn,
are you sure?
She's very enthusiastic about it.
Well, you get the idea. But anyway, let's move on from jerking off to jerking on. Or wait, no, that's not what we're doing. We're gonna talk about what happens when you use your privates for their actual intended purpose. Pregnancy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so there's plenty of easily accessible ways to prevent pregnancy from ever happening, but that's not stopping hundreds of thousands of teenagers from getting themselves pregnant each year. Damn it, you're wasting the best years of your life. Well, okay, everyone that has kids that I know, they end up loving.
They like them, I guess.
Anyways, as we've said before, and we'll say again, teenagers are stupid.
Dumb.
And to further highlight that point, researchers in Australia recently released findings from a 10-year anthropological study which found a trend amongst pregnant teens. A lot of them are taking up smoking during pregnancy in order to make their unborn baby smaller. What? What?
Their reasoning is that one of the warnings on packs of cigarettes in Australia is smoking can reduce the birth weight of your baby, which is true. But being stupid teens, the idea of a smaller baby appeals to them because it means less weight to carry, and also smaller babies are more cute, right? So smoke them.
Yeah, they're like it's like they're breeding teacup poodles.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah.
So smoke them if you got them, kids. Never mind that smoking during pregnancy makes babies smaller because you're actually hindering their growth and depriving them of oxygen, and that other complications can include birth defects, premature birth, and sudden infant death syndrome. Who the hell can think that far ahead? I want a little baby. I don't want
a little cute one.
I don't want any stretch marks. I don't want to get fat.
Yeah.
I'm the thinnest I'll ever be.
No, you just get one of those things we talked about on Tech Tuesday and shoot the baby out of the side of your stomach.
Oh, it's not, baby doesn't get, you don't carry a baby in your stomach.
Wait, you sure? I'm pretty sure I know how babies are made.
Baby's just splishing and splashing around in your stomach, catching all the food, getting the little for itself.
That's how they grow, right? You eat the food.
Ooh, what's today's food?
You eat the food, and it goes down, and the baby like,
stomach.
Oh, cool, fries. That's why when you're pregnant, they tell women, they're like, don't chew your food.
Yeah.
Save some for the baby.
When you get a girl pregnant, the sperm swims all the way up her vagina, all the way up her intestines, all the way up into the stomach where the eggs are stored.
Yeah. That's why all the teenagers getting pregnant, they got strong sperm.
Yeah.
All the girls are gonna be so, you know.
I know.
And if you eat chicken eggs and you have sex and you get pregnant, you're fertilizing a human chicken hybrid in your stomach. And that's really bad.
Everybody knows that the way you get girls pregnant is by putting your penis in their vagina and peeing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
your limp dick just piss all over
just shove it in. You know, you take your fingers and you put your dick there and you just shove it in and you make sure that it's in, and then you squeeze your balls and you pee.
It's a family show.
We're sorry, kids.
Anyway, one of the researchers, Professor Simone Dennis of the Australian National University, said their overriding fear was, oh my God, I'm going to have an enormous child. So they were actively using cigarettes to medicate against that. We also found some young women who, upon learning they were having a girl, wanting to make sure she was small because they were of the belief that being a girl and being small was a good thing. Little means cute, you see?
Whew.
So, teen logic is amazing. Anyway, yeah, don't fucking smoke, you stupid pregnant teens.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't want the baby that's inside of your stomach to have anything go wrong with it. That's why you can't drink alcohol when your baby's in the stomach.
Yeah, it just melts it.
Because the kid's just taking an alcohol shower. He's like, ah, stab it.
Little drunk ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, while most parents aren't too happy when their teenage children start having children of their own, the exact opposite is true for many parents whose children are in their 40s and still haven't produced a goddamn grandchild for them. I'm sorry, mom and dad, I'm not there yet. Anyway, some deal with this by nagging or by trying to set their kids up on blind dates, which is all very annoying. But it pales in comparison to what one 78-year-old dad recently did to find a daughter-in-law for his 48-year-old son. He took out a $900 full-page ad in Idaho newspaper The Coeur d'Alene Press, advertising his son as a bachelor looking for a wife, next to a giant picture of his son. And he wrote the whole thing in first person as his son, despite not even informing his son about it or asking permission. I've been to Coeur d'Alene. Lovely town.
They thought
it's a
so
vacation
too.
spot.
So let's just read this whole thing because it's fucking gold. Looking for a wife. My name is Baron Brooks. I am 48 years old, never been married, and live in Salt Lake City. I am looking for a wife who is ready, willing, and able to have children as soon as possible. I look just like my picture, except now I have gray hair.
About you, you will probably be between the ages of 34 to 38, but that can be flexible. You will be attractive, being height and weight proportional. Ideally, you'll have no children from previous marriages, but that is also flexible.
He's flexible.
Yeah.
Here are the musts. You must be willing to move to Salt Lake City, as that is where my business is located. You must be politically conservative. This is very important to me. If you voted for Obama or plan to vote for Hillary, you are not for me. I am 5'5", and if you are 5'8" and like to wear high heels, it may not work.
A short man.
Religion is open. I would expect that if we have children, you would be a stay-at-home mom.
About me. I own 2 health food stores in Salt Lake City. I was born and raised in Los Angeles and moved here 10 years ago for my business. I am Jewish, but not very religious in a formal sense, although I am spiritual. I own my own home.
I have asked my father to screen people for me. He will be at the Coeur d'Alene Resort. You may call for an interview on my behalf on Friday, June 24th at 208-765-4000. When calling the resort, ask for Arthur Brooks. Interviews will take place Saturday, June 25th. Please bring a short 1-page description, background, and a current photo.
It's like a casting call. Set up a camera, get that couch out. Anyways, he does continue. This is absolutely not a scam. The person or persons selected will be given round-trip air tickets as well as first-class lodgings. You may bring a chaperone if you wish, mother, father, friend, etc. Their expenses will also be paid. We will go out on a dinner date and go from there. This is a serious request. Please be serious as well.
So, wow, what a doozy. Now, it's unclear how the man featured in the ad, Baron Brooks, found out about the ad, but it's clear that it wasn't from his dad, and it was probably thanks to the fact that the article went viral all over social media overnight, turning him into an absolute laughingstock since the article was ostensibly written by him.
Yeah.
He spoke to the Spokane, Washington-based newspaper The Spokesman Review once the ad went viral, and he told them, "My father did this without my consent. I can't even describe to you how embarrassing and ridiculous this is."
Yeah. However, he also said that although he is infuriated with his father, he doesn't want to hurt his feelings and will be allowing his 78-year-old father to proceed with his misguided plan to interview potential daughters-in-law and then, quote, have words with my father separately. When asked why his LA-based father would place an ad for his Salt Lake City-based son in an Idaho newspaper, Baron Brooks said that his dad recently vacationed to Coeur d'Alene and liked the area's conservative politics.
God, get yourself a Coeur d'Alene girl.
Yeah, yeah. It's like they're the French, except they all own guns and shoot at each other. But Coeur d'Alene is a lovely town.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Now, he also described his father as nuts, neurotic, passive-aggressive, and without boundaries.
Oh, you think?
And compared him to Larry David on Curb Your Enthusiasm, saying, "That's my dad, stumbles into stuff, has a loud mouth, thinks he does the right thing, and then it all blows up in his face. Ever since he went into congestive heart failure, he's done some really kooky stuff, and this one takes the cake. He just does this crap. If I shared some of the stories, you wouldn't believe it. He just does weird stuff, and nobody knows why."
Yeah, so he said he'd briefly spoken with his father since the ad went up, but his father refused to discuss it until after he'd conducted the interviews and narrowed down the pool of candidates.
Son, I've got
It's gonna be a huge pool of candidates. He's just using this as another excuse to go to Coeur d'Alene.
Yeah.
He also gave the same response to the Spokesman Review when they reached out to him. This is all going down this weekend, and Baron Brooks knows there's no point in even trying to stop it now, but he said, what am I supposed to do? He already did it. No sense in defusing a bomb once it's already gone off.
So we wish them the best with what will surely be a successful attempt at finding this man a childbearing Republican wife. But if for whatever reason this doesn't work out, I know, I pray to God that there's a TV development executive right now pitching a reality dating show starring Barron and Arthur Brooks.
Yeah.
Finding my son a wife by traveling the country together in an RV. We haven't lived together for 25 years.
I think because of the viral success of this, it will be a hit, and there will be women lined up around the corner at the Hotel Coeur d'Alene. I wish we could go there and just videotape the whole thing.
It's a good excuse to travel to Coeur d'Alene, which I'm sure this guy's dad, he's like, you know, I'll just go back to Coeur d'Alene.
It kind of sucks getting there. You gotta take like 3 planes and then drive for like an hour. But fuck it, let's get over to headlines. That's the section where we cram in all of the weird news stories that we didn't have time to write about, all of which still deserve a spot on this show, just based on their headlines alone.
Starting with, Tom DeLonge says he quit Blink-182 to investigate aliens.
He denies it outright, or at least says that they got the reporting wrong. So he's
devoting all of his time right now.
Where are you?
Where's the aliens?
I cannot sleep, I cannot eat tonight. The thought of you probing me is the only thing I live for. Don't waste your time on me. There's like presidents and way more important people to abduct. These are all bad.
Yeah, so this guy's been crazy for a while.
He's a nice man.
I'm sure he's nice, but he's been a little kooky for a while. Yeah, his latest endeavor.
Maybe he had congestive heart failure like the other guy's dad. And he just started being kooky after that.
Maybe. But he says he's been researching aliens. He's been looking into it for a long time.
Oh, he's been doing a lot of research.
And he's just like, with touring with a band and all that, it takes away too much of my alien time.
Yeah.
I need more time to focus on this alien stuff.
George Tsoukalos need to have their own show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ancient Aliens with Tom DeLonge. He's the new host. It's like how Carlton took over from Mark Summers on Unwrapped. There you go.
Yeah.
It's a show in the making.
Bam.
Firefighters rescue Alabama teen girl from giant Barney head. So I love this. How did she get stuck in this thing?
So they were at
Because she was in this, like this, and it was over her head.
Well,
and who has a big Barney head?
It was a big Barney. So they were at a church youth group sleepover.
A lock-in?
A lock-in, yeah. And they...
Open up! We can't! It's part of the rules!
Apparently in the storage, they had a big Barney head, and the girl, she's like, I'm gonna put this on and like jump out and scare my friends. Mm-hmm. But so she had it on, but like it was like real big. She's a very petite teenage girl.
Yeah, and her parents smoked when she was in the belly.
Yeah, probably.
When she was in the belly.
In their stomach, yeah. So yeah, she put it on, but then it slipped down, and so her arms were stuck. It was like around her arms. They couldn't get her out. They had to like put Vaseline on it. And they finally...
Well, of course they didn't want to ruin the Barney head by cutting it open.
Well, they ended up doing that.
Yeah, well,
once they went to the fire department, they had to cut the thing open.
Are you sure we gotta cut the Barney head? Oh, it cost us like $75.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Dumb. Teens are dumb.
Yes.
Avocado shortage fuels crime wave in New Zealand. I don't know what their equivalent of a crime wave is.
So apparently they have been growing their own avocados.
Yeah.
Because the supply isn't there. But there's some, and I could be saying this completely wrong, but I think, having just gone there, that there are some rules and regulations against growing certain types of exotic vegetables or fruits in your own home garden. So people are getting avocado seeds, I guess you plant them with, right? That's how you plant stuff. And
pit?
Yeah, the pit. And so they're making their own avocado trees, which are apparently illegal.
Well, I don't know. The whole New Zealand gardening being illegal thing was like a fake Reddit thread designed to get Americans on board to be like, this would never happen in America. Freedom's about planting what you want, but it was all fake. That's separate though. So apparently avocado...
So I know that they don't let you in there with any kind of like fruit or vegetable or whatever.
So it's a protected area.
Yeah.
But yeah, so apparently they like avocados there now. It's caught on as a food, and they don't have enough to go around. So the price of a single avocado has jumped to like $6 American, which is ludicrous.
Yeah.
I love avocados, but I'm not gonna pay $6 for one. So people
ours are from Mexico though. I mean, we have them here, but
yeah, well,
you know.
But yeah, so people just started. They'd go into a farm at night and just steal like a couple hundred of them.
Oh yeah, no.
And go sell them on the side of the road.
Stealing copper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, Nashville man named Riley Curry inundated with mean tweets meant for Steph Curry's daughter. Put a sad, crying Jordan face on him.
His 3-year-old daughter. This guy. He's just like, he's had that Twitter account for years, barely uses it, but he noticed like starting like a year ago when Steph Curry had that press conference where his daughter sat on his lap.
Yeah.
People were just like tweeting at him. assuming that Steph Curry's daughter had a Twitter.
Yeah.
But he's like, at first it was like, whatever, like these people think I'm his daughter. They're saying, oh, you're so cute or whatever. But then
ooh, I like it.
He said,
I like it. I am cute.
Said this basketball season, like it started getting really fucking mean. It was like, hey Riley Curry, tell your parents to go kill yourselves, or some shit. And it was just like, so he inadvertently.
I wonder how many sad crying Jordans he got sent to that account.
He got really defensive about the Currys. He didn't really care about the Currys, but he got defensive about it. He's like, hey, everyone stop being mean. And like he'd start tweeting like before Golden State games, like, good luck, Dad.
Well, good. I like that he had fun with it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But what? Who the fuck tweets mean shit at a 3-year-old? Also, what 3-year-old has? I guess the same person would tweet mean shit at a 3-year-old is the kind of person who would assume a 3-year-old has a Twitter account
I guess you're right.
and can read.
Mm-hmm. One-armed Pennsylvania man accused in pot-fueled samurai sword attack. It was the one-armed man.
It was.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is some straight up like Pennsyltucky redneck shit.
Who fucking smokes pot and then goes on a rampage on anything unless it's food?
So this guy,
unless it's mac and Cheetos, I would go on a rampage on some mac and Cheetos if I was smoking the weed.
He whipped out the sword when he was told to stop smoking. He lives with his sister and his brother-in-law because he's disabled. He's like their house guest.
Well, now I feel bad making fun of him. Great, way to go.
But he loves smoking weed, and they're like, don't smoke weed when the grandkids are in the house. And he's like, fuck you. And so apparently this has been going on for a while, and finally,
well, yeah, he shouldn't be doing that.
His brother-in-law is like banging on the door, like, stop fucking smoking weed in my house. You live here rent-free, you piece of shit with one arm. And he pulled off a decorative samurai sword off the wall and slashed his brother-in-law across the face. So, I mean, ban weed. Ban weed.
It's bad. It's the worst drug.
It turns you into a monster.
Mm-hmm. Walmart brand red wine named one of the best in the world. There's so many of these stories keep popping up. Like everyone is saying that like the Kirkland brand vodka is actually Grey Goose. And
the Kirkland vodka is good.
It's fine. But and then last year, what was it? Crown Royal Canadian Rye Whiskey won the best whiskey in the world competition. Yeah. The price on that doubled. Because you used to be able to get that for like $25 for like the normal size. It's like $55 now.
Damn. Well, this red wine, the title is misleading. Everyone's been saying it wrong. It's technically Walmart, but it's not the US. It's their UK version. It's called ASDA. ASDA.
Yeah.
And the wine, it is cheap. It's like $8 or pounds or whatever. It won an award, but it won an award in a category for cheap wines.
Oh, okay.
So it's like the best of the worst.
Yeah, it's like $2 chuck.
So if you're in the UK and you're an Asda shopper and you want some shitty good wine, get that, whatever the one that is.
Whatever. Speaking of wine.
Pinot Meow, wine for cats is now a thing. And that's a first world, you know.
Who's giving their cats wine?
It's not alcoholic. It's got catnip in it though.
Oh yeah, they love the catnip. Yeah, they get fucked up, grabbing samurai swords off the wall.
Yeah, it's like Pinot Meow is the red one, and then Moscato is the one.
That has scat in the name. Sounds like shit.
It has cat in the name. Moscato.
I hate it.
But
get rid of it. All these niche products for
all
cats.
you cat ladies out there, you can drink wine with your cats.
I'm not drinking wine with my cats. I go home, I do a shot of tequila, and I go to bed.
Well, maybe they'll start
Every
making
night.
tequila for cats.
Hey, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
They like the agave taste.
Speaking of cats.
Summer program launched to get kids to read to cats. Why? Because it's like nice for the cats? Are they rescues?
I thought this was absurd and stupid, and I was very judgy about it. But then I read it, and
like the adult babies. One of whom reached out to me on Twitter and said, "Thank you for taking an even-handed approach to our like fetish." And so we talked about it. We're like, well, we weren't exactly even-handed,
yes.
But we did say that we wouldn't judge you. So you're welcome.
But yeah, so reading
his profile picture was a pacifier, by the way. And it was like, yeah, it was weird. It wasn't weird. It wasn't weird. I didn't mean that.
So the reading to cats thing, they're all rescue cats that haven't been socialized to people. They're like strays at this shelter.
Yeah.
And they found that.
Oh, let's get kids in here with them.
They found that children just sitting and like reading to cats like makes the cats be like, oh hey, oh hey little kid.
It's
oh
like,
hey, maybe people are okay.
Yeah.
So it's like
Ambien for cats.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
so
how
that's cool.
I'm the same way. When I watch How It's Made, that is literally visual Ambien.
Have you ever actually figured out how anything's made?
Oh yeah, all the time. It usually takes about 2 episodes for me to fall asleep, but the guy's voice is just so soothing, and like you're just watching mechanical things work. So it's just like, yeah, it's so soothing. If you're ever having trouble getting to sleep, just put on How It's Made or Unwrapped. They're They're great snooze fests. That's how the ratings are so good on those shows. People fall asleep and just leave it on, so they put all those shows back to back to back to back to back in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, there's 10 million people watching right now. It's just people just... It's a great strategy.
Visual ambient.
Yeah, visual ambient. Deli meat truck crashes into bread truck. Causes delicious collision.
And by delicious, I mean they wasted a fuckload of food.
Did anyone die?
No. But there was meat and bread all over the highway.
Yeah.
And they had to like get out the shovel. It was pretty, the image was funny, but it was also like, oh, there's a bunch of wasted food and a car accident.
Yeah.
An otherwise not noteworthy at all car accident, just noteworthy because of the ingredients.
Hey, look, a sandwich.
Wasn't there was like a Doritos and Mountain Dew truck
There's
accident
always-
a few months back.
Well, you got the peanut butter and chocolate with Reese's.
Yeah. It doesn't work out like in the commercials where the two ingredients crash into each other and make a new flavor of
they
Gushers.
both
or
slide
whatever.
together like
Yeah.
a big sandwich. Yeah, has like an olive stuck in the top, like a boo, an olive truck flies by and just puts one right in the top.
So,
anyways, Kenya upholds anal exam to determine sexual orientation because medical science is just very sound.
we're gonna need
over
to
there.
take a look at your asshole.
Bend over, let me see your asshole.
Yeah, I didn't know anal exams were a thing, but
Well, they are if your prostate exam's a thing.
that's they literally like they look at your butthole to see if like it's
Someone's been
loose.
penetrating it.
Yeah. And yeah, Kenya not very pro-gay.
So who's the one looking at all the assholes?
Your local congressman? I don't know. The government.
So, a person who obviously supports this law, let's say it's a Kenyan man, in order to enforce the law, spends his entire day looking at dudes' assholes.
Yeah, you gotta make sure. You look like you might be gay.
Show me your asshole.
Come over here, drop your pants, and spread your asshole. It's a good thing we took care of that homosexuality.
You come back in a week and see me, because I'm going to look at your asshole again.
Man, that's a big asshole. I bet I could fit my penis in there.
Oh, whoops, now we're having sex.
I don't know. I mean, could you fit a penis in there? The only way to know if he's gay is if you can fit a penis in there.
I have to try and see if I
the
can do
only
it.
penis around here is my own, so.
Yeah. Zip.
Oh, doesn't fit. Get out of here,
Be
son.
sure that you don't
Smack.
pee in his butt, because then you'll get pregnant.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is really like bad though for gay Kenyans.
Yeah.
They it's a shitty life over there.
Yeah,
Gays
it's
in most of Africa. Kenya, it's bad. It's like they're
Even worse
treated like
other
shit,
places,
but in
yeah.
other places they'll like burn you like as a fucking warlock.
Yeah.
It's bad. And our final headline.
You read it.
All right. LGBT pride flag raised after Orlando shooting unbearable for Christian employee, Hillsborough commissioner says. Is that your county? Hillsborough
No,
County?
Hillsborough is north of my county where I grew up, but it's just
Yeah,
as
it's
embarrassing.
like the day after the fucking massacre. Hillsborough County, the city council quickly votes like we should put up the gay flag
Yeah, you
at
should.
half-mast to be respectful for this national tragedy. And some fucking government employee cunt comes into work and is like, I had to drive past that goddamn rainbow flag. This is a hostile work environment. I feel like my Christianity is being infringed upon.
This is the same type of person who like buys something at Walmart and then uses it and takes it back and says it was broken.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it came like this, and it looks like it's used. You use this vacuum. You use this vacuum to do your house. You use the steam cleaner, and so you wouldn't have to rent one. No, I used it to see if it would work or not, and it doesn't work. So give me my money back.
And she probably had that
haircut.
That haircut. Yeah,
the,
you gotta
the let me speak to your manager haircut.
You gotta find that haircut.
Yeah, I bet you find,
I would put money
find
on
a picture of this woman too. I bet it's boom, same thing.
Let me speak to the manager.
Yeah.
This is a hostile work environment. There's a gay flag waving just out there in the streets. I'm trying to be a Christian over here. I mean, it is tragic what happened in the nightclub to those people.
Hey, where's that one lady in all this? The fucking bitch over in whatever fucking state it was.
Davis.
Kim Davis?
Kim Davis.
Where's the fuck is she at in all this with her husband that looks like a goddamn country bear blowing on a old liquor bottle going,
I think Kim Davis might be living the George Zimmerman lifestyle where she's a despicable person who most people hates, but she's just getting handouts from other terrible people.
And she's gonna be doing art soon with like the rainbow flag ripped in half and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Where's she in all of this?
Wow.
Bitch.
Yeah, what a bitch.
What a bunch of
Anyway,
bitches.
Speaking of being a bitch, don't be a bitch and go watch
Yeah,
our
watch
other
this
shows.
stuff over here.
We got Tech Tuesday.
If you think we're being too liberal now, we shit all over Hillary every week.
Yeah, well, Just take her computer away.
Yeah, just get rid of the computer.
Yeah, because she got hacked again.
And then wipe out all the other stuff that she did in the past that isn't
Erase
great.
the last 15 to 20 years.
Yeah.
And then I'll be pro Hillary.
It's fine.
I
mean, it could be worse.
Yeah. There's a new video about Ticketmaster.
Yeah, they're giving away free tickets. Go check it out.
Yeah.
And then a podcast with Hot Carl, aka Jensen Karp. He has a lot of interesting stories about the music industry that he lived during literally its final peak.
Yeah.
The last time anyone in the music industry had money and they were just giving it out willy-nilly. So go check that out. We'll see you guys next time. Subscribe to the channel because we're watching that live count and sometimes it goes backwards. Bye. I know, but is it cheese flavored?
No eating. You've already had enough cheese.
Buttered popcorn.
You've had enough cheese.
Too much cheese.
By the way, we tried those new Cheetos covered mac and cheese from the great culinary
Put this at the end.
at Burger King, the kings of burgers.
Chemist?
The what do they call them?
Mac and Cheetos was created in a lab.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
It definitely was. It was a food lab.
Like it really.
Oh, it burned afterwards.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to eat healthy too. I was trying to eat healthy for recently for a while.
And today it ended.
No, when I ate that, I immediately felt like sluggish and terrible.
Yeah.
You too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I felt like a ball of like death was sitting in my stomach.
Don't eat them. Unless they sponsor our show, then go eat it.
Yeah.
But they're not sponsoring yet, so don't do it.